I Alexandre told I love French, so the this kind of thing is connected direct to the brain. That's the reason of the boys and the teenagers learn a lot something so fast. Well, for example, I hate this thing too, but my niece, I why do you why don't you listen to music, for example, to learn English? So, oh yeah. Or for example, I in my case, my niece told I learn English watching football, American football. And so, uh, certainly he loves and this kind of thing stuck in the brain. So,
For me, learning English, listening to music don't probably will not work because I'm a big fan of music and I will probably connect to the music, connect to that emotions
yeah,
and forget about studying English.
yeah.
Okay, guys, we are now live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Good morning. I'm Marcos, and I will be today's host for this Talk and Talk immersion. I'm here with Alexandre and Ricardo, and today we are gonna talk about what drives you. Before we start, let me make a quick introduction about Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is not a language school. Talk and Talk is a platform where we can practice conversations on English, Spanish, Italian, French, German, and Mandarin. Our methodology has the focus to develop the confidence on the speech, getting everyone fluently on the conversation. And we believe that using these platforms and these immersions, one can go from scratch to fluency in less than 12 months. I'm not a teacher. In fact, I'm a student, as well are Alexandre and Ricardo. And I am here to practice and to learn with them. So to complete my introduction, let me say a little bit about myself. I am from São Paulo. I'm 48 years old. I'm married, father of two daughters. I live in São Paulo. I work in the technology field for a while. Actually, I'm a project manager working remotely from Brazil to a company in the United States. I work actually in a company where we use English in a daily basis for our conversation. So it's our official language. And Talk and Talk has helped me to develop the confidence and the skills to get this job and to perform in this role. Alexandre, please introduce yourself. Alexandre,
Uh,
are you listening us?
yeah, that's freezing.
Yeah,
Uh,
so please, Ricardo, go you with your
okay, my
introduction.
friend. Uh, well, my name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, first city of Brazil. I'm married. I have a daughter. I work on telecommunications field, technology, uh, particular uh, all my career, I believe, more than 30 years. And I love watch movies, hang out with my friends, family, sometimes walk on the beach. Uh, that's it, guys.
Okay. Thank you, Ricardo. Alexandre, can you hear us?
Yeah, my internet is so bad, but now so
Ricardo
I
is
will
the
try.
guy from telecommunications.
Yeah, Ricardo lives in the first city founded in Brazil, São Vicente.
Yeah, he is the
Yeah,
guy.
Ricardo
Exactly.
have two dogs, the two cats, Pin,
No,
Pudim e Quindim, and
yeah,
Quindim.
just
Eh,
cats, just two cats.
those cats,
But
yeah.
that's the right, my friend. Include the names.
Yeah, I know about you, Ricardo. So,
Alexandre,
guys,
please.
I'm Alexandre. I'm from Vitória, Espírito Santo. I'm almost 72, and I have three kids. I'm married. I play some guitar sometimes. I say I enjoy doing exercise, biking on the beach. It's very good, very beautiful. Cooking and study language. Now I study three language. I more focus on French. I discovered that French is easier than English. But I'm the beginner, but I'm developing well. So that's me. Something about me.
Great, great. Thank you. People used to say that the most difficult language to learn is the first one for the foreign languages. After you learn the first one, to get the second and the third will be easier and faster. I will try
Okay.
this.
I wish I can go to Paris alone and talk to French people in the street.
Have you never traveled to France in the past? Have you ever traveled to Paris in the past, Alexandre?
No, I will travel to France. I think next year I'll travel to France, to Paris, to enjoy the place and talk to people. I traveled in 2023 and 2019 to Canada. I stayed there for almost 60 days in the going to the area studying English. But now I'm more supposed to go to French next year.
You probably will love. I had the opportunity to go to Paris. It's
Yeah.
an amazing city, amazing foods, amazing places. A bit dirty
Yeah.
as are every big city,
Uh,
but it's amazing.
the guys talk Spanish, French, and at Canada, but uh, I an ex boss a long time ago is a Canadian, and he told me that, oh, I lived on Canada during all my life, but I never talk in French, and I never found a French speaker on Canada, so it's a little
Because
bit.
Canada is French is more in Quebec.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to
Yeah.
Quebec, you can find everyone talking French. Uh, but if you go to Vancouver or Toronto or Victoria or other places, like they
Uh-huh.
talk only in English.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's start the immersion. In fact, we have started, but if you permit me, I want to
Go
start
ahead.
reading the questions. And Alexandre, first one, what is something that you have always been passionate about?
Lots. I am passionate to the life. I do everything to be healthy, to be positive, to be happy every day. Then I'm passionate to my children. Now I am passionate to study French. I love English as well. So I think that the first is life. If you love life, you can love other items, right?
Makes sense, makes sense. And you, Ricardo?
Uh, I don't have the same, I don't know, I couldn't say the same important things like Alexandre because I would like to say food. I love food, particular candies, but I have a true love for my wife and daughter. And yeah, I believe that is uh, important to have more presence in your life, particular some hobby or I don't know. That's a kind of a thing that I hope so much arrive exactly the day that I could keep in touch with this kind of passion, guitar, pictures. I don't know. So I believe that's important for us. And the particularly if you could associate this passion with a job, that's a perfect situation in my opinion. So yeah, I believe that I like to have conversations with any kind of people. And yeah, maybe someday I create some kind of thing that's possible to uh, offer this kind of, for example, interviews or something. Maybe that's it, guys.
Great, great. For me, something that I have been always passionate about is music. I never studied music. I used to say when I was a kid that, if I had to play an instrument, it would be drum, because I'm a big fan of rock. But I never tried because I feel that I don't have the skills for music to get the notes. But music is an important part of my life. I can connect some musics with any special moments of my life. Every uh, important decision I have to do. And I can remember when I was a teenager, probably 11, 12, and my father bought the first music player for our house. That was that old device we called in Brazil the 3 em 1, the 3-in-1. And I remember that I loved that. And the first long player I asked to my father to buy to me was the orange one from Ira, that is a rock band from São Paulo. And I can
Ira,
remember Ira,
I love.
love Ira. I can remember that moment. So music, when the question was, you have been always, so music probably is that kind of thing for me, because as Ricardo, I'm passionate about food. One of my hobbies is to cook, but it became later in my life as my wife, my daughters, who probably are the most important thing for me by now. But when I think in something that it stays with me for a long, long time, yes, it is music. And last year, I decided that now that I'm coming to turning 50, I will try to learn how to play drum. I should start this year, but I need to put focus on my English learning. And I'm a kind of person that, for the ones who having focus on the most important thing is important. I can't do two or three different things at the same time, because I will probably lose the focus on each one, and I will have nothing done at the end. But Probably next year I'll give myself at least 6 months of drum classes to be if I can learn at least one or two different notes and movements playing drummer. I'm not listening you, Alexandre. Yes, you are muted.
You said you love music, so
Yeah.
you love international music,
Yes, I do.
and you say you need to focus in your English, and then you are passionate about music. Have you been thinking about what's writing in the lyric the music like what wonderful words? What's
Yes.
what's right behind, right? Have you tried to discover what is right in the music, like New York, New York?
Not this exact one, but I will try with your tip.
It's very good when you are in understand English, and then you can uh, read and understand Frank Sinatra singing uh, New York, New York, or Neil Armstrong singing What Wonderful World, right? So I can sing this music, this song, and then I can play it in the guitar. I love guitar. I
Great.
don't play so better, but I do my best for me and people around me.
Great. That is I think that is the goal. Having a good time there, give the ones who are with us some joy, and that is what matters. Alexandre, how long have you been interested in your current hobby or goal?
My current hobby now is French. I've been studying from I think less than a year by myself only on YouTube, and I couldn't go to the Talk English French class yet, but now I sign up the plan to participate in a group with Philip. So today at 8 p.m. we have a meeting about French. So it can push me up. French push me up. I will study French from English, right? The videos is in English, and then they talk English and they talk French, not Portuguese. It's very good because you can improve your English and you can learn French.
That is a way to, I think that can work in a way to train our brain to work in a different language.
Yeah, my
I, I'm,
brain,
I'm
my brain is in the age should become small to stop, right? When you
yeah,
get 72, 80, your brain can become smaller and smaller because you stop doing everything, you stop singing, you stop writing, you stop reading, and then your brain is losing all the connection. So my one of my big goal is keeping my brain working, right? Say to my brain that even though I have 72, I'm a young person. I need to go ahead.
congratulations on this. And you, Ricardo, what is your current goal or hobby, and how long have you been interested in it?
I, I'm not exactly a person that have a lot of hobbies or interesting, particular lately. Uh, I like reading uh, newspaper, journals, this kind of thing. Uh, what he news about politician, uh, technology, and the other stuff. Recently, I I bought a musical keyboard for my daughter, but I start to play, and suddenly I believe that this kind of thing became a hobby or a passion. Sometimes I don't know. I believe that I need to have discipline for everything. Uh, and the well, I normally I don't use it to uh, move my body for passion, just for discipline. So that's the problem. I believe that maybe someday I find a thing that I have a bright in my eyes and fall in love immediately. But uh, until now, the things in my life is just have a lot of effort. I have to have discipline and try to one more time, and again. It's a little exhaustive. So, but I can't mention a specific thing nowadays that I could say, oh, it's a passion for me. I hope so much, except for movies and the other stuffs. That's it, guys.
Great, great. For me, I'm a person with a few hobbies. Probably the oldest one is to cook. It used to be playing soccer, but I stopped playing soccer a few years ago when I realized that being the owner of the ball would not compensate the lack of ability. So I stopped playing soccer. That said, my oldest hobby is probably to cook. That is something I started months ago, a month later, then I got married. So that's has more than 20 years. But the question is about my current hobby. And the newest one is working out, going to the gym, and I have told you a little bit about this story in advance. I started three years ago, and it started as a medical prescription, then became something that I like, and I have this. I have this curiosity about everything that I'm engaged. So once I decided, okay, I'm liking to working out, I'm liking to weight some lifts. Then I started studying about it, studying the history of the activity, techniques, and this has been with me for the last 3 years. Alexandre, let's make things a little bit different by now. Feel free to choose one question or to create one that you wanna and tell us, and you can start asking too, please.
Yeah, I think the question 3 and 4 we talk about something about what skills. So question 6, what's a skill or talent you've been developing? I'm developing my a skill to talk to think about French first, reading, listen to, reading, but not talking, because I didn't develop the skill to connect the word and make phrases. But I'm developing just now every day a little, every day at least 1 hour develop my skills in French. Because when I go out, I put my headphone and I put someone talking French in my ear, right? Sometimes 1 hour going to the gym, the workouts, and going back to house. Listening to it's. I think in less than a year, I have been developing well to talking, to listen, to have conversation, right? And you, Ricardo?
Um, Regarding question number 3, the activity.
Six.
Six.
Six
I'm sorry.
question.
I don't know. I don't have talents, I believe. Uh,
You are a gifted person, Ricardo.
uh,
Don't be shy.
Unfortunately not. Uh, I don't know. I believe that mm, it's a little weird, no? But for example, I don't consider a talent, but a skill. Uh, I I consider myself an honest person, and for me it's normal. No? During my life, for example, if you someone offer me money for something, I work in a company during a lot of time, and at the beginning, one of the guys starts to implement cable TV in Brazil, and they're working a lot of times in different places. In the well, all of my colleagues receive money to install uh, a new point, né? And the point on that time is another TV. Né? So it is all the time. Né? It's different perspective. Né? The cable TV companies wanted to sell in the charge charged by any kind of TV on an apartment. So in this case, no, the most part of the people just install one TV and the pay an extra money for the technical to implement and or install more TVs on a house. Né? And the every all of my workmates used to say, "Oh, you are a sucker because you lose a lot of money." Né? So, but in my perspective, I don't know. I don't uh, have this kind of necessity. I don't know. When I go to the bed, I prefer just thinking my conscience and I don't know, I sleep well and it doesn't matter regarding a lot of different perspectives. Né? So, particularly in Brazil, is a weird feeling, or but I just could mention I'm a honest person. So, but regarding a specific talent, I don't know. I like it to help humans, and maybe I consider not exactly a skill or talent, but I like to to help people. That's it.
As I told you, you are a gifted guy. You have your talents. Don't be shy. Helping
Thanks, my friend.
others is probably the best talents where we can put our energy. Congratulations on that.
Thanks, my friend.
Actually, I'm developing the skill. I'm starting. I'm at the beginning, but focusing on developing the skill to understand hard English accents. As I
Yeah,
told you before,
you have a good accent.
Thank you. But at job, I work with guys from Texas, from India, from different parts of the United States, from Latin America, from the United Kingdom, and especially the guys from Texas have been hard to find, to understand. They probably can develop the ability to talk with their mouths closed. They don't open the mouth, just say a word, and they connect one another into one word into the next one, creating new words that are hard to understand. And sometimes even other Americans can't understand them. We see in the chat people ask, oh, could you understand what this guy said? No, I don't. I'm Brazilian. I speak Portuguese. But you are American. You are a native English speaker. Yeah, but I can't understand him too. So the talent or skill I'm focusing on developing by now is understand these hard accents because it's very important. Sometimes in a meeting, I can understand no more than 20 or 25% of guys are saying. And sometimes they say, we need to turn right. And I turn left because I forget I lost 80% of the conversation. And this is tricky.
Yeah, they use to connect the words. This is in English. Part of the English is you need to connect the
Yeah.
words. On YouTube, have a professor, Key, his name is Key English. I forgot. One of things he teach there is connecting the words, right? Because English people or French people or Canadian people, they connect one word to another, and then you can't understand everything they say, right? We say, I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. They say it fastly. I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. So and then until you understand, your brain understand this connection, you lose sometimes 50% of the conversation.
If your brain got stuck on that part of the conversation and focus on understand that, you lose what comes next. And then when your brain, okay, now I need to come back to that conversation, lots happened. There were turns and turns and turns of conversation that are, oh man, where I am now, give me a GPS, please. So it's been hard. Say, Ricardo.
Uh, I could offer a tip. The guys are not so polite, but that's nice. It's a little fun and they have some good instructions regarding English. I don't. I wanted to. I don't want you to say uh, the name of the account, Instagram account, because of the name. It's not so polite, but that's nice. That's nice. That's a weird. Uh, I believe that I used to follow someone in the guy's philosopher or Pondé. I I I like to the the four man philosopher. Uh, but I don't know. Sometimes, for example, the Pondé, I believe that the way of pass the information, how they speak or something is different. I don't know. Sometimes it's a little boring for me when I listen to Cortella and the other guys. Né? So, but I used to follow. Sometimes is a little exhaustive for me because I don't know, it's so much information. You pick up the phone and suddenly you receive a massive message on TV and other stuff. So sometimes I prefer focus in different perspectives. And for example, listen to podcasts, interviews. For me, is less exhaustive if you compare with another things. So particular uh, format the message or it's something I don't know how do you say. Sometimes the guys wanted to sell something and the change the environment, change the figure, and they try to stand for you. Uh, I forgot the name of the mensagem subliminar in English, so and it's a little boring in my opinion. Sometimes I just wanted to have fun and they try to, for example, in the specific hours during my day, my routine, I study. And when I finish my studies, I wanted to just have fun because I study um, 10 or 50 hours by week. So in this case, I prefer let my hours another time to have fun. Subliminal message. Next time. Thanks.
Very close. Card, please. I think we have time to one last question. Choose one for us.
Uh, let me see. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not exactly a good student because of this uh, today because of this topic. But could be um, number 9. What's something you've been meaning to explore more deeply? I I work in a entity uh, in they provide emotional support, and sometimes I talk with the persons and well, uh, it's I believe that that's wonderful when a child uh, just at the beginning their life pointing for a specific thing. Oh, I would like to be a doctor when I became adult, or I don't know, a dancer or any kind of other profession, or well, search for a dream. Yeah, there are some kind of people uh, receive, I don't know, this kind of, for me is a gift because I believe that the most part of the people need to explore uh, life, have experience, travel, uh, keep in touch with a specific, a lot of different things. One of the best things when talking regarding English education in the United States, for example, the 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 students just needed to choose a direction in the fourth year on the college, I believe. So in my opinion, is unfair. You have 18 years old, 17 years old, and have to decide a path that you uh, follow during all life, all life. So in this case, I believe that this kind of passion or other thing is necessary to live in the have try to live a portion of the time in any kind of different paths. Oh, I don't know, try to play an instrument, try to paint a picture, try to do a lot of different things. And suddenly someday you receive, I don't know, a kind of thing that, oh, I really love this thing. But if you, for example, just became stopped in your seat and don't try to experiment on other things, so hard you receive a message that you could say, "Oh, I really truly fall in love for something." That's it, guys.
Great, Ricardo. And you, Alexandre?
What is nine cash, no, cash online? Something that I've been meaning to explore
Yeah.
more deeply now is French. But I'm a positive person. I'm trying to explore everything for the good, right? And uh, going to the question 7, there you see a question 7. Have you ever turned a passion into something big? I'd like to say something about this question. All the time, out of my life, I have a passion to go to Canada. I love uh, reading, listening to something about Canada. And I was interested in going to New York one day. And then it was a passion. And now I can say it's turned stronger for me because I could go to Toronto, stay there for almost 4 years, 4 days, and then in 2020 I went to Vancouver, and then I traveled around the city to Victoria, to Whistler, and in Toronto I went to New York from Toronto and back to Toronto, right? We went to New York in the weekend and we went to Niagara Falls. So now I think it's the strong passion I realized in my life. That's it, guys.
Okay, for me, uh, something that I'm thinking on more than thinking on that I feel that professionally I need to explore deeply is artificial intelligence. I have in mind to keep active in the technology field for maybe more 10 or 15 years, and probably artificial intelligence will redefine the way we work during this time. So that is something that I need to go deeply to understand and to uh, update my career, to find another ways to move on from now. And personally, one thing as I shared before, that I will explore deeply, probably in the next year, will be playing drum. That is something that I feel that will have an important meaning for me personally.
Maybe I can play the guitar, you can play drum, and Ricardo can sing.
Yeah, Ricardo, are you a good singer, Ricardo?
Not really. My my only instrument that I could play is doorbell.
Doorbell, that's good. That's good. That's good. Doorbell and drum.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. I have shared the link of the survey in the chats, and I would be thankful if you could take 1 minute to give me your feedback. I wish you have a good day, and if you don't find
You
ourselves in
too.
another immersion, have a nice week.